it's like the same thing I order, but if it's like an Italian restaurant, I always order the bolognese spaghetti, because that for me is like one of my most, I guess, desired food. You know, I love spaghetti bolognese because I don't know, it's just simple and it just tastes good and it fills you up. I always used to eat that before I went to swimming carnival or athletics carnival. Yeah, it's like, you know, a lot, because ever since I was a kid, people were like, oh, if you eat spaghetti before you go do something active, it pretty much will feel all the nutritional benefits that you need or something. So I mean, that's for me, that was my always go-to, so that was good. What else do I like eating? I like eating everything. You know what, for me, it's kind of like I want to work out to eat. 네. 제가 지금 이제 무슨 말씀하냐면요. 제가 지금 먹는 거를 그러니까 뭐를 좋아하는지를 지금 설명을 하고 있는데, 저는 그 스파게티, 토마토 스파게티를 되게 좋아해요. 네, 어렸을 때부터 되게 좋아했고, 딱 운동하기 전에 먹기 딱 좋은 음식인 것 같아요. But for me, it's about, if I got this whole mindset of, I honestly want to work out so I can eat anything I want because I love eating. I love eating. Like, it never was like that before, but for some reason it changed. And I just love eating, so I just kind of want to work out to be able to eat anything I want to be able to eat. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So that's that. What else do I like eating? I like ice cream. Ice cream is one of my favorite desserts. You can never go wrong with ice cream. 안녕 재현아. 아니 나 요즘 운동 안 해. 그래서 지금 감자가 됐어. I became a potato. I haven't worked out in so long that I became a freaking potato. But what else was I gonna say is I like ice cream, but you can never go wrong with ice cream. Ice cream is a delight. It's bloody scrumptious, and it's probably the only thing that will bring anyone up from anything that they were going through, which was probably dark and yeah. Sorry, my mind doesn't really function when I wake up, and I'm sure it's a lot like that for the rest of y'all. But yeah, what's my favorite type of ice cream? Honestly, I like chocolate, I like vanilla, I like mint. Yeah, anything that's cold, milky, and tasty, that's delightful. So speaking of which, I like chocolates. I'm just ranting on about what I like, and it's pretty much everything. I like vegetables, I like potatoes, oh god, I like pizza, but I don't think anything can beat cheeseburgers. Cheeseburgers is my number one go-to food, just because of how simple and how delicious it is. It's just filling. It doesn't look good. I mean, cheeseburgers look like shit, honestly, but it just tastes good. You know what I figured? Food that look ugly, it's gotta taste good. It's just food that look like it's not gonna be good for you, it just tastes the best. You know, that's just the law. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. You know, I think everything in this world is designed very balanced, right? So again, it's just that's how it goes for food. Laurie, can you please stop licking my leg? Thanks. Pizzas are good. You know what I've always wanted to try? I've always wanted to try pizzas in New York, because my partner Scott would always go on about how good the pizzas are. And when we go to some mediocre pizza store around here, it's just like, it's just it's not as good as that place or something. So yeah, that's something I've always wanted to try. Cheeseburgers. I want to actually go try making a cheeseburger. I don't know the first thing about making patties, and I'm pretty sure that's probably one of the most important things there. Yeah, the bread. Yeah, sure. Laurie, please, can you just get out of there for a second? The hell is in your mouth? See, she's very focused on this right now, so I prefer it here. She just doesn't. All right, she doesn't give a shit. There's a good question that someone asked me. I think a couple of days ago or a day ago. I forgot who asked me, but the question was, what would you be doing if you weren't doing what you were doing now? It's not a tongue twister, but I just said it like it was. So, what would you be doing if you weren't doing whatever you were doing right now? And that can go for anything. Have you ever thought about it? I mean, you can, but I'm just saying, like, what would you be doing if, you weren't doing what you were doing now? Like, what would your second goal or if you hate what you're doing now, what would you want to be doing, I think it's a pretty good question, and I think I'll tell you my answer. I said I'll probably be doing something very sporty. You know what? I've always wanted to be. I mean, it's gonna sound kind of weird and shit, but I've always wanted to be like a professional boxer. I've always wanted to box, and it's just this, that one thing that you've always had in the back of your head, like, I wouldn't mind doing that. I've always wanted to kind of try that. But, I feel like for me, I have this whole perfectionist thing. So if I'm not going to be the best at it, might as well not start it. So I feel like I'm a bit too old now. And I've always wanted to try that. So and again, just my job requirement, just what I'm doing right now in my field, it's a pretty risky course, because once you start boxing, you get like, you get the broccoli ears, the cauliflower ears, and your nose is probably going to get done in. Your eyes are probably going to, I don't know, look at each other. Fuck, I don't know how that works. And I just can't show up to work or the field with just no nose, or my nose where my eyes are. Love from Australia to you too. But just think about it. What would you guys be doing if you weren't doing what you were doing right now? Someone said they want to become a dancer, but I'm not good enough. No. You know what? Everyone's good enough. Everyone has a potential. Everyone has pretty much any possibility that you can be doing, And I'm honestly saying this in the perspective of the only person that's really not allowing you to do it is yourself. You just got to really believe in yourself. And granted, it's hard to believe in yourself if you're in an environment where you're getting put down all the time. So if that happens, I always say, just change your environment, change the people that you're with. You just need one or two people to say you can do it. You really can. And honestly, it just sparks a new fire and off you go. But honestly, everything's possible. I hate when people are like, oh no, you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm just like, shut up. It's honestly, it's scary, because if you think about it, almost anything's possible. It's really, yourself that's not allowing you to do it. But again, I get it. I understand. It's like, if you don't, there's a lot of people that are scared of taking risks because of a lot of backfire they had in the past. Get it. But again, if you really want to be doing something with your life, you only live once. I'll just tell you that. You really only do live once. I'm not going to say YOLO because it sounds like I'm rapping or something, but you really only do live once. If you think of it like that, why don't you might as well do something you love doing, Might as well live your life doing what you want to do, Yeah, so it's I know it's very cliche. A lot of people say it and shit, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people say it for a reason. So. 저 없으면 못 살아요. 저도 여러분들이 없으면 못 살아요, 사실. 으이요. Tell Lena you love her. I will tell Lena I love her. Love from Mexico. But yeah, you know, a lot of response. What's my favorite song from DPR? That's a very, very, very good question. My favorite song is from DPR is yet to come out. I'll leave it at that. 제가 DPR 노래 중에서 제일 좋아하는 노래는 아직 공개가 안 됐어요. 그래서 되게 아쉬워요. So the song that my favorite song from DPR is yet to come out. It hasn't come out yet. I already know what it is. I've already heard it. But you guys haven't heard it, and you guys will hear it. I'm not gonna tell you when, but yeah, it's yet to come out, and it's my favorite song. So, and I can't wait to work on it. Who am I? That's a very good question. My name is, I'm a Korean boy that was born and raised in Australia. I was born in, I think it was Sydney, but I grew up in Wollongong, which is kind of fairly out back, you know, which is why I have a bit of an accent still. It used to be a lot stronger, I'll tell you that. It used to be a lot stronger. And, I was always in tune with music and all that, so I decided to come to Korea, my motherland. Just start pursuing my dreams. And I think later down the line, a couple of years later, 7 years later to be exact, 7 or 8, now doing DPR, which is a production / independent music label, and we have an artist on the name of DPR Live, and he seems to be doing fairly well, which I'm very blessed by. So, Lori, yes. So that's that. Sing you my favorite song. That's very hard. What if my favorite song had no lyrics in it? What if it was like an EDM song? We have to be like, I can't do that. So, Lori is right now my dog's under the what do you call it? The table. But yeah. Has your dog ever farted? Like, has your dog ever farted and like just it farted and it just looked back at its ass, and it was as confused as you are as to what has just happened? My dog does that. I'm not saying Lori's ratchet. I'm not saying she does that a lot, but when she does, it confuses the lot of us because honestly, I didn't realize dogs can fart too. I mean, I know they're like living creatures and stuff like that, and they do digest food. But, it's just kind of weird when the dog farts and it starts looking at its own ass. And then it's just like questioning if it was from it, themselves. I just think that's kind of weird, Because, if you fart, you farted. But when a dog farts, it's like it starts questioning itself, herself, himself. I won't say it because it sounds like it's not like a living thing. So I mean, it's not an it, isn't it? So yeah, I'll just in this case, Lori sometimes she likes to fart, and then she just looks back. She looks back at her tail, and she just she's a bit confused and stuff. She gets confused, and she just looks at me. She thinks I have the answers to that. Obviously, I don't. So I just look back at her. She starts looking at her tail again. Then looks back at me, and yeah, and that's that. And it doesn't smell. Am I getting into too much detail? But it doesn't smell. So she's a good dog. She's a pretty good dog. Yeah, you know, everyone farts. Everyone goes to the toilet. But anyway, that's that. So I was just that's another thing I was just curious about. Does a dog know it farts when they do it? But I don't know. What's my favorite? Oh, you know what? So recently I watched a movie called Wonder. I think it's called Wonder. Yeah, it's called Wonder, about a kid with he had like a disability or something, and from that he grew into a hero at the end of the movie, and it was one of the most inspiring movies because not only does it talk about the kid's perspective, but it talks about the whole family's perspective, his friends, and it goes into this little story about going through what they think, and it's so realistic and it's so relatable that I honestly thought it was a freaking brilliant movie. It was so beautiful. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's called Wonder, just Wonder, and you should definitely go watch it. It's very inspiring. So it's a pretty good movie. It's like one of those movies that you watch in a long time and you're like, oh wow, finally a pretty good movie, Did I get all my tattoos in Australia? No, I did not. I got my tattoos here in Korea, and my mum wasn't too happy about that. But sometimes I see comments, but I'm pretty sure it's in a different language, and I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it, so I'm so sorry. You look bloody good yourself. Anyway, what is my ideal type? I always get that question, and you're just asking you. I know it's kind of funny, but it's already asking you what your desired features or whatever. I can't really say I have like an ideal type because it's just for me it's just kind of in the moment kind of thing. But one quality that I kind of wish my girl would have in the future is, I always say this, but she's just passionate in what she's doing. Like it's all good. Doesn't matter what she's passionate about, honestly. I mean, she could be like a carpenter. She could be doing anything she wants, but as long as she's like passionate about it and she's really about that whole life. Because I do like girls that are very independent as well. Strong characters. Like I respect that a lot. Because just based off that, you can tell like she already knows what she wants to do, where she's headed in her life, and I really like that. I like the fact that you can really admire that. So that's, I guess, one quality that I really, I don't really look for it, but I'm just saying if you had to choose, then yeah. What else was I gonna say? Well, but anyway, are you bi? Jesus. No, I'm not bi. Is that? I mean, yeah, people could ask. No, but I sometimes do get that. I don't know why, but I'm not bi, and I don't have anything against gay people, and I don't have anything against bisexuals. But me, I'm not bisexual or I'm not gay. So for me, I like girls, I like women. So that puts me in the straight category. Now, yeah, for anyone that was curious, because I sometimes get that question, and again, I have nothing against that. What's my fate? What would you ever consider coming to Morocco? Actually, yeah, I really do. It's funny that you bring that up because I was gonna go to Morocco next, but I don't know right now. Um, Question: how blind are you? I'm not blind at all. That's a very interesting question. It's like, it's not even like, what's your vision like? It's like, how blind are you? I'm blind to, let's see, I'm blind to haters. I was kidding. No, I'm not that blind. My vision's not that bad. But as I am getting older, I do kind of feel like it's kind of getting a bit blurry. Like, I can't really see things that are too far off. But yeah, that's that, you know. Love from Arizona. I love to you too. Can you come to Philadelphia? Yeah, I would love to go to Philadelphia. I'm only 27, but to me, okay, here's another thing. I felt like I would be in my early 20s, like forever. I thought it was perpetual. I never thought I'll get any older from 21. You know, it felt like yesterday that everyone was like, happy 2000, you know, the millennium year. I still feel like that was yesterday. But for me, I feel like after 25, that's when you kind of start feeling the whole age shit happening. Like, that's when you start feeling, oh my God, yeah, I guess I am kind of getting older. People are being born in like 01, 03, 04. Like, I'm a 90s kid, you know, barely. I scratch it. I was about to be born in 89, but still, you know, I scratched the 90s thing, but I'm still a 90s kid. But now people are like treating that as if it was like some old school stuff. Yeah, you remember the 90s kids and stuff. But to me, it's still fresh. It's still weird. Love to do a concert in Morocco. Do I have any siblings? No. Do I look like I would have siblings though? Because a lot of people sometimes say I look like I would have a brother or a little sister. Just because of the image, I don't know why. Yeah. So you're a 01 kid. See, that's what I mean. That is, to me, that's insane. Because in my, you know, in the 90s and stuff, you wouldn't really think of that. Like, people being born in like 02, 01, 00, you know, that's just, for me, that's very interesting still. And while you're young, just do everything you can. Just do whatever you want, you know. Just get ahead of yourself. Just do whatever. Make mistakes. Break shit. I'm such a bad influence. When am I going back to London? Honestly, don't know. But I really do want to be going back later this year or something. Am I talkative in real life? Actually, it's kind of funny. If you meet me in real life, the number one thing I get when someone meets me for the first time or whatever is, this is like, I always get this, but they're always like, you seem so different from what you would be like. So I'm guessing that means you know, you, from what I expected you to be like, you're very 180 degrees. You're very different, and I get that the most. I don't know what people perceive me to be as, so I sometimes ask a lot, but I get that the most, and people get surprised by that because I can't really speak for myself because I don't want to sound too big-headed and shit, so but yeah, I like making people feel comfortable when I'm with them, and one trait I guess I'm lucky to have is by doing that is I like to talk to them, but you know, I don't like to talk about myself. I don't like to go off and like, I'm doing this, I do that, I do this, I do that, but so I like to listen a lot. So when somebody has something to say, I kind of want to hear their story, and you know, because I think it's very hard to, it's easy to talk, you know, but it's very, very hard to listen to someone truthfully. And I think that's something I've always wanted to practice, and I think it's a humbling experience if you do that, because by doing that, you kind of allow yourself to learn a lot more about that person. And it's just, for me, it's a trait that I think everyone needs sometime in their life, just so it's just an humbling experience. How tall am I? Jesus Christ, I'm gonna say this again. I'm 5'9", in between 5'9" to 5'10". It's hard because I don't know what is in inches, so I have to look it up. But yeah, it's 176 to 177, as I believe. Because in Australia, we don't use inches. We don't use miles. We use kilometers. So we'll be driving. You're like, going 90 kilometers per hour, which is pretty fast. Noodles or rice? Rice. I'm sorry. I like noodles, but if I had to choose, probably rice, not because I'm Asian, but because I like rice. Well, actually, maybe it's because I'm Asian. What's your favorite city to be in? I don't have a favorite city, but I do miss Australia. Sydney and Wollongong is just something I can't forget. Carb life, yeah. But here's the thing: you need carbs to get you through the day, or else where else are you gonna get your energy from? Yeah, carbs is something that everyone needs. Obviously, you can't overload yourself with carbs, but where am I? I'm at my house right now. I'm with Laurie. That's Laurie over there. That's Laurie. Laurie's over there. It's freaking. So I was watching a bit of Rick and Morty. As I said, it's something I've been really getting into these days. Rick and Morty. It's just bloody genius. It's so fucking funny. I love it. Do I like Hong Kong? Of course I like Hong Kong. It was a bit hot when I went to Hong Kong, but I really liked it. Just gonna lie down here. Hope that Laurie just... Rick and Morty is fucking brilliant. It's smart, It's so smart. I like Rick and Morty because it's like... they're very attentive to issues that are going on today, but they express it in like their own metaphorical way, which I think is genius. If I was a kid, I wouldn't understand half the shit they were doing there, but it's really fun. I got like a new piercing up here. But again, Laurie, go away. Come to Chicago. I definitely would love to go to Chicago. Chicago is, again, another place that I've always wanted to go. I love the Avengers. I'm actually waiting for Infinity War, so that should be bloody good. What's my favorite piercing? I'd say my nose, but I don't know. I had a lip piercing before. Yeah, I had one here. But sometimes when I eat food, I'll bite into the piercing and then it'll just be like... It's like you biting into a rock that just doesn't break, but it's attached to your lips. Have I been to Canada? No, I have not. Keep it Canada. Who's my favorite Avenger? That's pretty hard. I used to like the Hulk a lot. Because I like green. What's a good camera for beginning photographers? The iPhone. And I'm not shitting you, I'm being serious. The iPhone is legit one of the best cameras out. I mean, obviously, granted, you can't really play around with the focus too much, but hey, still. So I'm just gonna walk around. I'm just gonna look for something real quick. Here it is. Come back to Australia. I would love to go back to Australia. I miss Australia, actually. I miss it a lot. Please come to New York. I want to go to New York. My partner's from New York, so... he went to BU, which I believe is quite a... quite a very good university, so... What time is it for me? Right now, it's 8:30 a.m. So my day is just kind of really starting. Marvel or DC? Honestly, Marvel. I like DC, but Marvel's not bad too. Yes, Boston Uni. Can you send an hi to Brazil, please? What's up, Brazil? I actually want to go to Brazil a lot too. Barcelona, I've been to Barcelona. It's such a beautiful place. I want to go back. Weather was extremely beautiful. Montreal, again. You don't give a fuck about dating, but you don't know why. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't know why, but if you had bad experiences in the past from dating and stuff, like I get it. You know, everything can't be as according to plan. You know, some people really do mess up. Some people fuck up, and you know, it just gets the better of you. And then, but honestly, time heals everything. And I always say this, but you can't base off your perspective on dating or girls or boys through, I think, two or three experiences with somebody. It just wasn't for you. But basing off your whole analysis on the experience from that, I don't know, man. I feel like there's just more to life than that. So there's just so many people in this world. I'm pretty sure at least one of them can't fuck you over. So anyway, that's just how I think. 재한 안녕. 안 자고 뭐해? 나 일어났어. 요즘 너무 일찍 일어난다. Opinions on Asians only dating Asians. I disagree with that. For me, I mean, I don't know. It could be this. For me personally, I don't agree with that. I feel like you could date anyone in the world. You know, you could date literally any nationality. It doesn't really have to be. If you're Asian, you just gotta date Asians. But I know a lot of Asian parents have that motto. And you know, you can't blame them either. It's just because of it's a generation gap. You know, it's just how they were brought up and how we're brought up these days. It's just so different. But for me, because you know, you're brought up in the new century, it's just, you know, you're open to new things. Everything's very social. Everything's very experimental. So, again, like that for me too. It doesn't matter for me if it doesn't have to be like Asian. I'm not looking for that. So yeah, I think it's just, yeah, I don't know. For me personally, I just don't agree with like your certain nationality having to date another certain nationality. Just, yeah. Favorite game? My favorite game is Dota. I fucking love Dota. Dota's been my favorite game ever since I was a kid and back in high school. I used to jig school sometimes. I used to skip classes because I wanted to go play Dota. And I don't know, some of you guys might not know what it is, but for me, I was really good at that shit. My friend was in league, like he was playing Nipslip. He was playing like for big teams and stuff. But yeah, for me, it's just Dota because it's just fun and it's just so strategic. You know, it's just brilliant. My favorite mobile game, I don't know, it always changes. Mobile games, they always change. Just when you thought you found the best mobile game and you stick with it, you get bored of it. You just get bored of it. Yeah. Do I listen to Brockhampton? I fucking love Brockhampton. For me, Brockhampton, I mean, they're a collective that are very creative. You know, they're geniuses in their own mind. And again, I don't care if they're gay or whatnot, but for me, Brockhampton, they're just, yeah, I respect them so much. It's just, they're so talented. Like, they're just so talented. Like, and you just gotta respect that. There's no ignoring that. You know, there's just no ignoring talent. It's just, yeah, straight up. Is your type more cute or a hottie? I don't know really. That's really hard. That's for me. I don't know what I can't differentiate that. It's very hard for me. What kind of movies do I like? I like movies that leave like a very strong impression on me. Minus the fact that if it's scary, I don't fuck with it. I hate scary movies. Like scary movies for me it's just a flag down because it just leaves me with this very negative feeling. So I just don't like that. Hi Olivia. My favorite meme. I don't know. I don't have a favorite meme. No, I don't have a favorite meme, but I have a favorite like viral video thing. I don't even know what it's called, but you know, it's like it always starts off with like some scene of like some dude either falling or like doing some tripping thing, and then when they fall, they crop that falling picture out and they mask it, and then you have like dun 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 dun, dun. And they go through space and all that shit. That's so fun. I wish someone did that for me one day. I'll probably have to do it myself. Well, you know what's another funny thing? Okay, like, I mean, I'm probably gonna get shitted on for this, but you know, like memes, right? Like the word meme. Like I was so out of it for a while that, I mean, I didn't really know what a meme was. So when like someone wrote meme and they're like, oh, check this meme out. You know, it's like M-E-M-E. I'm gonna admit, I thought it said Mimi or Meme. So I went to my friends and I'm like, yo, what the fuck's a Meme? And they were so confused for the longest time because I didn't know what a bloody Meme was. And it's so embarrassing if I think of it now. And it's just like, they were like, what's a meme? And they were confused too. I'm like, yeah, you don't know what a meme is? You know, that shit that's been popping off like so much these days. And don't pretend like some of you weren't in that situation as well, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you, when you first saw the word, you pronounced it meme or mimi or something, or mimi or meme, you know? So for me, it sounded like character, but honestly for me I did not know it meant meme. So that's just a confession. Man, you know what I realize? I suck with like trying to pronounce words for what it is, because I don't know. It's just I can't do that stuff. Okay, so it means grandma in French apparently. So meme, apparently, I don't know, someone said it means grandma in French. The way I said it, or just the way we say memes? I don't know. 가장 좋아하는 노래가 무엇입니까? Someone asked me 제가 가장 좋아하는 노래는요. Lori, stop. Calm the fuck down. It's a very hard question. 제가 진짜 좋아하는 노래는 없어요. Like, 가장 좋아하는 건 없어요. 그냥 좋아하는 노래는 되게 많아요. 근데 Oh, speaking of which, I like this remix. So I mean, I'm pretty sure you know this song.
여기라도. 나 쏙 드는 집은 없네.
배고프다.
I mean, this song was used in a meme as well, but I didn't know.
You so fucking precious when you smile. Yeah, hit it from the back and drive you wild. Yeah. I lose myself up in those eyes. I just had to let you know. I'm so fucking happy you're alive. Yeah. Swear to God I'm down. If you down, all you gotta say is right. Yeah. Girl, anything I can do just to make you feel right. Running circles around my mind. Even when it's raining, all you ever do is shine. You a vibe, you a star just like Mariah. Man, it's feeling incredible, I'll turn you to a fire. Hands on your body, I don't wanna waste time.
So I mean, that song, I'm pretty sure you could tell is from a meme as well, but I didn't get it from a meme. I like the remix a lot. So that was a pretty good song. But anyway, I'm probably gonna log off now, but it's been fun. Thank you guys so much for. 고마워요. Thank you guys so much for coming on. 저는 이제 이만 또 가볼게요. 저 운동하러 가야 되니까. Lori, say bye to everyone. Okay, she don't. 저는 이제 가보겠습니다. 저는 또 할 게 또 많아가지고. I mean, I started my day off with just saying hi to you guys. So thank you so much. So she's surprised. She's surprised that it's alive. Thank you guys so much for coming on. You guys are the best. Please keep supporting DPR. Show Lori some love. I might make Lori an Instagram. I mean, I don't want to do stuff like that, but I want to do something different with Lori. Because as you guys know, I'm a director, so I might do some interesting videos with Lori. Oh God, okay. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys later. Take care of yourselves. Good night. Sorry. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you guys are. And keep it real. Have fun. Enjoy your life. Do whatever you want.